The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little hot left. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. And we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
What's the most important issue in the governor's race here in Virginia?
Getting back to the basics of teaching children, not teaching them critical race theory.
And what is critical race theory?
Well, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it because I don't understand it that much, but it's something that what little bit that I know I don't care for.
And what have you heard that you don't,
well,
that you don't like?
I'm not going to, I don't have that much knowledge on it, but It's something that that I don't care for.
Hey, Triple B Podcast, Brothers Breaking Bread in the house. We are here. 10 meters. Zeb the Soldier. Half of the Brothers of Doom, Joe Jeff. I'm the KC Stork. What in the fuck is going on, fellas?
Just trying to understand critical race theory, man.
Yeah.
A la carte history. That's what it is. A la carte history.
All he know is it ain't white, so it ain't right. That's all he know, nigga. That's the only thing he know.
Right.
If it's about blacks, get back.
No, hold on. It's about blacks. Get back. Only thing missing out here is him saying I know it do with like making niggers be apologetic victims in history. I don't care for it.
Oh no, you gotta erase that.
Man, whiteness is grand. Cause let a nigga get on any camera and just be like, I don't know and I don't like it. They will just souffle that nigga's ass immediately.
Oh yeah, Black Twitter does not fuck around.
They not fuck around. I don't know nothing about it, but I don't like it. But I'm here talking about it because I don't know shit about it. Go home.
Yeah. Go home and eat your shredded wheat, man.
And this nigga a veteran. God damn it.
Oh, shit. Burn your ass. You don't deserve that bitch.
We got things to talk about. We was off last week. Sorry, y'all. Your boy, I want to say the white man, but it's actually a brown man who's the director of my lab, who was like, niggas get to work. So niggas got to work, and I was tired. I apologize.
Yeah, mule, yeah.
It's like, I don't do a good Indian accent, so I apologize.
Roger.
But it was a ya mule. Ya camel. Ya camel. That's more like that. Is that racist enough?
Damn.
Okay.
That nigga went there.
Nigga, every day I go there. The niggas be like, hey, I know we only had 2 cases, and you niggas thought you was going home at 12 o'clock. Surprise, niggas. Y'all going home at 8 o'clock. Oh, okay.
Hey, was that critical race theory what Roger just did?
I don't know nothing about it. I just know I don't like it.
I just know that nigga was critical of a race. And not in theory. That nigga was in practice.
Points have been made. You know what? We should sign off right now because I don't think anything good is gonna come from this episode. Anyway, man, let's check in, man. Especially, you know what? Fuck it. Let's start with Zev, man, because you've been working hard for the man too. So what's going on, pimp?
Oh man, I'm just trying to wake up for real, man. I had to get a nap in, but everything's good, man. I ain't really gonna waste no time. I ain't really got nothing to highlight at the moment. So, we all good. We chilling and ready to get this thing moving.
All right, sir. 10. What's up with you, pimp?
Not much. Chilling. Work has increased dramatically, and just enjoying with the fellas this weekend.
Yes, sir. That it? That all? Niggas is checking in, checking out. We it is time to go to bed, nigga.
We trying to hurry up.
Hey. We got a long way to go.
I'm not mad. What's going on, Joe?
Oh man, my cross country season's over, so I'll be coming
Glad to hear
home.
from you, Joe. Let's keep moving.
Damn.
Hey, Rod.
God damn.
Ooh.
Not no, for real talk. We haven't done the show. Hold on, I'm serious. Hold on. We haven't done the show on November 5th, really, and I don't really harp on it. Y'all know about it. November 5th, Fort Hood shooting. Salute to my soldiers who prospered and survived that event and went on to go to Iraq with me and do great things. Also, rest in power, rest in peace to the soldiers. 13 soldiers and one child who was also there with a pregnant soldier who was killed in that horrific incident, man. So, yeah, this is always a tough day for me. I appreciate. We got a few people out there listening to the show who check in on me on this day. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, November 5th. I know a lot of people have forgotten. I will never. So yeah, man. But anyway. Good news, Twins won football game. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Uncle D, as the kids call him, coming through. And I should say thank you, Mr. Coach, as the kids call him, for coming through and watching an excellent football game by Lee Summit North. We will see Joplin next week. All right, I'm done.
What did you talk about, bro? You say cross country.
No, don't try to bring it back now.
Hey, I was like, let me get done too. Shit.
Hey, I ain't want no drama, man. I ain't want no drama.
That's gone to the ether. I want to be like,
where Joe at? Where Joe? What happened to Joe?
To the ether.
Then I gotta call him. He hang up. That's not my fault this time. I swear, Joe.
It's on me.
Nah, man, but I'm glad all you brothers are good. So let's get it cracking, man. Cause we were off, but it was needed. I swear, y'all. Damn, let's hop right into it. Kyle Rittenhouse judge starts proceedings to fume about media criticisms, and we're gonna talk about these trials, man. And let's preface it by saying, y'all remember the OJ trial and the media fuckstorm that surrounded that, man. Like, yeah. we just into it ain't even the first week of this shit, and it's a lot of fuckery already happening. So, but we'll keep it going. Excuse me. The judge in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial went on a prologue rant against media criticism of the case Wednesday, saying he has followed the law and any assertions otherwise could be detrimental to the community. Kenosha County Circuit Judge Bruce Schroeder began his usual soliloquy by referencing a recent media report that called the case. Hold on. If the jury ain't supposed to be reading or involved in, why is the judge? Okay, anyway, the most divisive trial in the country. Schroeder, the longest-serving circuit judge in Wisconsin, that nigga need to step down, has frequently criticized the media during the case, but he rarely acknowledged the trial's larger significance. Anything that undermines public confidence in what's happening here is very important, Schroeder said. I don't know why I'm doing foghorn, leghorn, but I'm gonna do it. It's important for this town. It's important for the country to have people have confidence in the results of this trial, whatever it is, and I don't care what it is, but people have to be kind. He don't care what the outcome is. I mean, he shouldn't. I guess
That's what he claimed.
Supposed to be impartial, but
yeah. I guess he shouldn't, but he also shouldn't be caring about what the media say too, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
So
And also-
apparently his feelings are kind of hurt.
And also, once again, you would think that the judge will hold, like I was, my prelude with that was the judge should be held to a kind of the same standard as the jury, to be impartial and not get caught up in what the fucking media is saying, right?
Exactly. I had just served jury duty, and that was one of the instructions was to remain impartial and hear the evidence that is bringing to you. So right now he's violating his own set of rules.
Also, I fucked up because I think the prelude to this was them deciding that the people that this motherfucker shot, some who were killed, cannot be called victims, but
wow.
But they can be called looters or
something.
Looters or rioters.
Anything but victims. There we go. Because it might prejudice the jury.
Because it'll prejudice, but they were victims because they were peacefully protesting the.
Well, hold on, pause, because that's the question. That's the question. Were they peacefully protesting?
Right. Because he's claiming self-defense.
Well, but I'm saying they're suggesting that those people who were shot were involved in some shenanigans leading up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I mean, we'll let the shit play out, and I get why the judge doesn't want to call them victims. I'm not a lawyer, but sounds like it might be some sort of standard practice. But I mean, it's fucked up that you can't call them victims, even though they were definitely shot trying to,
But I mean,
stop what they saw as a runaway gunman. You know what I'm saying?
But if we talk about legality though, but the people who were killed have not been placed on trial to be put to say that they were in the wrong. So
say what now? What would you say now?
No, I'm saying to me it's like, why can't you call them victims? Have they been placed on trial? Are they on trial?
That's what the prosecution's doing. I mean, the defense is doing.
I mean, they're doing their job. They're doing their job. Yeah, I get it.
Of course.
And I'm not attacking you by any means.
Like they coming for fucking George Floyd, saying the nigga was on,
PCP,
methamphetamines and passing bad $20 bills. You know what I'm saying? Victim blaming. So.
Even though we all see that the cop had a knee in his neck.
Yeah.
Well,
so in this situation,
that's standard though.
Yeah.
So that's what the defense is, wants to paint them as, rightly or wrongly. I don't know the answer to that, but that's one of the tactics of the defense, their strategy. So, and the judge signed off on it. The judge signed off on it. So,
yeah, they're trying to make it a self-defense argument,
right?
Yeah. And they're trying to paint them as the attackers.
Okay.
I'm sorry. According to CNN.com, legal analyst Avra Martin made the comment, and I'm going to say this name, and I hope it strikes a bell. Legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin.
Uh-huh.
Jeffrey Lubin.
Yeah, Jeffrey Zubin?
Jeffrey Lubin.
Whiteness is great. That nigga still got a job.
Yeah.
Yes,
he commentating on this big ass trial.
Jeffrey been Lubin.
Nigga, send that fucking asteroid right now. Anyway, fuck him. But I get it. I mean, I don't get the law because it doesn't make sense. Because there's all these legalities and words and things, and if you can't afford proper representation, you go to jail like a lot of niggas do. But it's this like the simple chess piece, chess move, whatever you want, how you want to claim it of. You can't call the people this nigga shot victims. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, logically it doesn't make sense because, you know.
But it's the law, and
but legally, I guess it does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I know, I realize that it can create bias. You know, it can say, it can create bias.
But it can create bias calling them, allowing them to call them looters and rioters.
Well, you're gonna have to prove they looted and rioted, and that's the idea that they plan on pursuing.
But you can call them that, though. But you can call them that. I mean, by the same argument, you should be able to call them victims and have to prove that they were victims. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the part that gets me is if it's supposed to try to, you know, keep keep it impartial or, you know, make sure that there's no bias, then it should go both ways, it seems like to me. Otherwise, that's fucking bias. That's just the way my mind understands biasness.
I hate it here. But hey.
I agree.
But hey, these niggas got time for jokes, though. Juror in Kyle Rittenhouse trial dismissed for telling a joke about police shooting Jacob Blake.
So I don't know. I saw like this headline. I didn't get into the story though. Like, where was he telling jokes at and shit? Like,
so as it reads, you know, because I guess they get escorted out to their vehicles or whatever at the end of the day, and he was like, "Oh, this is a courthouse official. He's probably the police." And with that thin blue line, and he decided I'm gonna tell this joke. The incident occurred when the male juror made a joke about the shooting while being escorted to his car. Judge Bruce Schroeder said, "I'm going to summarize what I remember, what I was told," Schroeder said. I'm going to summarize what I remember? Nigga, just tell us what you were told. God damn it. Said he was telling a joke. He told the officer, he made a reference about telling a joke about why did it take 7 shots to shoot Jacob Blake, something to that effect. The joke was in bad taste. There are a plethora of bad jokes out there with everything to do with all this. This is one of them, but I think the rest of this joke, as it were, suggests some sort of racial bias, which I think comes into play. He said, not racist, but racial bias.
We ain't getting the punchline out of it.
Like they don't even tell you because
what the joke was.
Like these niggas know what he said. But they gonna be like, as the judge just said, I'm gonna summarize kind of what I heard him say, because I might have laughed and not laughed at it, but then say, you know what, it's kind of fucked up. I might want to tell somebody about this.
Well, shit, I mean, look, I'm glad they dismissed his ass.
Well, I mean, true.
Sure. Someone said, my feelings is it was nothing to do with this case. It was nothing to do with Kyle and his charges, the juror told the judge.
The juror that got dismissed that told the joke? Or another juror?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? You can go back to your life, man. People don't really want to do it. You're a little too gung-ho now. Now I feel like you might have had an agenda for real. You want to be on the jury that bad. Shit.
And I remind y'all.
Argue. Most people is like, yes.
and I remind y'all, we still in the first week of testimony.
Right.
Yeah. What, day 2, day 3?
Something like that,
yeah. It'll be later than that, because this came out November. Oh yeah, November 4th. So this is yesterday.
Yeah,
you right, Ted.
Day 3.
Yeah. Moving on. More fuckery. Same judge. Judge plays quote unquote Jeopardy with prospective jurors in Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
So this was before they fully picked the jury?
This is during selection. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
While technical issues were sorted prior to jury selection in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, Monday, Judge Bruce Schroeder played Jeopardy with prospective jurors to pass the time. Not to be confused for 400, Schroeder said. On the menu, scallops or shellfish, and these are immature green onions. Scallions. You know what? How about famous woman for 200, Schroeder continued. So this nigga got like a deck of fucking like trivia cards or something.
He like a comedian warming up the crowd for
the main show.
Yeah.
and he wonder why the media is like, what the fuck is going on?
Man, he's the judge, man. Didn't they say he's the longest serving judge in the state or something like that?
Circuit. Oh, we'll go back here to this first start.
In that district or whatever.
Hold on. So
all I'm saying.
Yeah, the
man,
longest serving circuit judge in Wisconsin. Yes, sir.
Yeah, judges are extremely powerful, man, and you get used to that power. You get used to being basically having immunity, basically.
That's
man.
right. He out here like entertain me.
Like the city, your city was like burning. Like, I don't know, burning. I'm exaggerating, but motherfucker, somebody crossed state lines to come and kill your citizens, or they may not have been citizens of that state. I don't know, but people in your state died, and you got comedy, you got joke time, nigga.
Joke time.
This ain't Brothers Breaking Bread. We make fun of everything, nigga. This is like a trial, nigga.
We're gonna talk about this man a little later, but he wanted to be Aaron Rodgers, man. He wanted to host Jeopardy. He might have tried out for that. He ain't get on back then over the summer, so he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah. Like this is the face. This is definitely the face of a nigga that sent at least $1 million to the Trump campaign. Anyway,
at least
he looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
Smithers. Hey, I'm sorry, listeners, but yeah, we laughing so we can't cry, but we're gonna keep on with the fuckery. Judge says there appears to be intentional discrimination in Arbery jury selection, but allows trial to move forward with one black juror.
Wait a minute, hold on, bro.
I don't even understand that, dog. My brain don't compute.
Hold on.
That's like a referee. That's like a referee saying, "I know you niggas is cheating, but I'm gonna allow y'all to keep cheating."
That's sort of
but
like
you got
the end
the
of
flag, dog.
That's the Saints and Los Angeles game.
Oh yeah. With the pass interference.
The no look pass interference call.
Yeah. Right.
Motherfucking 3 people looking at it, but they don't see shit.
Nobody saw shit.
I mean, I get it. It's America, dog. You know what? I should just play fucking Childish Gambino in the background for this whole segment. That oh yeah. It's this whole segment, nigga. Cause this is America, dog.
Because this is America.
Cause we just talked about the power of a judge.
Oh, yeah.
Of a judge. A judge can step down and say, this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But he said, y'all, I see what y'all doing. Y'all go ahead and play ball though.
Y'all keep going, yeah.
I don't normally do this, but
So after a long and contentious jury selection process in the coastal jury county preparation for trial for the Amuad Arbery's killing, a panel of 12 people were chosen Wednesday, consisting of 1 black member and 11 white members. The jury, wait a minute. So if
sounds like a lynching to me.
Wait. So you trial by a jury of your
peers.
Well,
now I don't know what the demographics are down in in that part of Georgia or whatever, but I'm
willing to think that this nigga knew more than one nigga.
Oh, I do know the demographic. It was 25% of the community is black.
Ah.
And so 1 out of 12, that definitely ain't 25%.
Not nearly.
Nowhere near it.
Nigga, no.
And I imagine it got to be some Asians or some Hispanics or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that there's more than white and black people in the world, and in coastal Georgia. You know what I mean? So even you know, let's say 1 black person and not 11 white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some sort of fucking diversity.
But then
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but he said he thinks there's discrimination going on.
Right. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Yeah, exactly.
My nigga Sherlock, this is the laziest ass Sherlock Holmes ever. My dear Watson, I think fuckery is afoot, but we will do nothing about it.
Carry on.
Carry on. Hold on. The jury was selected after a 2.5-week selection process that ended with prosecutors for the state accusing, oh my God, defense attorneys of disproportionately striking qualified black jurors and basing some of their strikes on race. It's funny how America works, right? Like race couldn't play a part in the white people that killed this nigga.
Well, you know. I think that how they justify that shit was that the black people like disqualified themselves because when they asked the question, who knows something about the trial, nigga, the black folks was on it. Like, yeah, I know something about this trial. Yes, I'm from your opinion. Yeah. But the white folks who don't give a shit about race and don't give a fuck about nobody's, say opinions on nothing, just, I don't know anything about it. So I guess the black people kind of disqualify themselves by being knowledgeable and being woke.
Hey, niggas, I'm gonna need y'all to start lying to some of these juries.
Right?
I ain't saying like hold on.
Stop lying.
The brothers breaking bread are not saying for you to go out there and perjure yourself.
Don't perjure yourself.
But okay, I'm gonna leave it there.
Hey, purge at your own risk. Perjure yourself at your own risk. You will do time. Okay. Shit. Anyway.
Oh my God, Doc. It's like these white boys and these dead black bodies, and all I see is these white judges, bro.
A whole bunch of Trump supporters. That's what.
I mean, I don't know their politics, dog. I just know they white.
I don't get.
And all I know is, for the most part, I ain't gonna say every single, but for the most part, white justice don't work out for niggas.
Not at all.
For the most part, yeah.
I swear, man, that jury looks like a legend.
They've been hanging OJ over our head for years. That nigga still went to jail. So that's why I tell the people all the time. That nigga still went to jail. I mean, it wasn't for what you want him to go to jail for, but that nigga still went to the bing bing.
Well, once again, man, this is a good opportunity to highlight that judges are elected. Well, some are appointed. I guess I don't know exactly.
I think they're appointed, but they have to be. A lot of them have to be retained, and that's through election. Yeah,
that's through election. So there's more than just voting for the presidency.
We need like a brothers breaking bread. I don't know if we ever work on that, like a brothers breaking bread. Like at least once a show, we bring up elections and voting. We need to go out and vote, niggas jingle or some shit. I don't know, cause niggas really be like every 4 years, that's it, and I'm like, hey, nigga, it don't work down. It really does kind of work up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be getting it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's why they don't want to teach niggas nothing in high school.
It's just a theory.
Yeah, but we're definitely keep an eye on this shit, man, because this shit's it's not gonna get better. Defense lawyer invokes citizens arrest law. Oh, okay. Yeah. Arbery updates. Defense lawyer invokes citizens arrest law. While defense portrayed the fatal shooting as self-defense, the prosecution took the contrary position that it was the victim, Amuad Arbery, who had been under attack. Our reporters are sending news from the courthouse. So, yeah. So, it's early in these.
Hey, well, at least they didn't. The judge didn't rule that Amuad Arbery couldn't be called a victim.
That is true. That is true. So, as we said, these two trials very early, like we said, first week. Excuse me, for these trials. But definitely, we definitely keep an eye on this shit, man. Very passionate about this. Very passionate about seeing justice for this brother. And yeah, that white boy didn't go to jail. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Man, 2020 was wild as fuck, bro.
Wild year,
nigga.
yeah.
Like a white boy.
And we 1 for 1 right now, man. And this is just the shit that is high profile, at least. 1 for 1, because old boy, he's at least for the time being, he's in prison. The dude that murdered Floyd. But we lost the Breonna Taylor situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That murder. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even get charged for her murder. What they charged the police officer with? Reckless endangering somebody or some shit like that?
No, it was more
yeah, they got shooting the wall.
It was property damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It was endangerment because you could have hit the niggas in the next apartment.
It was endangerment, but it was like some endangerment with some property damage shit. It wasn't what we wanted.
Nah, not at all. So that's what I'm saying.
They got charged for the bullets that didn't hit Breonna, not the ones that hit her. The ones that went to the wall.
The ones that did hit her, right?
For sure.
Hey, that's some shit.
That's all we're gonna give you niggas is that.
And we talk about it too, man. Like white folks need to understand that.
I don't. Is that over though?
What?
Because if they didn't charge them with it, that doesn't mean they can't charge them with it later, right?
Well, they had didn't they have a grand jury or something? And
yeah, but you can reconvene a grand jury if you feel like you want to bring charges up later. Because remember, that was orchestrated by the old fuckboy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Connell's
little lackey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, little lackey.
Didn't that nigga win the Coon of the Year last year?
I believe he may have.
I believe he did.
Did he?
I believe he did get an award.
I'll do the research. Go ahead and carry on.
But it's just a doll with buck teeth. I don't know.
and a bad hairline.
Yeah, nigga. Anyway,
but I'll be surprised if they. I don't know the answer to that, Joe. If
I
they
don't
can
either.
Or not, but if they can, I'll be surprised if it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he won it. It was Daniel Cameron. Daniel Cameron. Yeah. He won it last year. He won the Cooney, the Herman Cain, the 999.
Nigga, we wild. We named the award after a dead nigga. God damn.
999 award.
Anyway, shit, we shouldn't be laughing. God damn it. Cause this is a trial that's kind of I won't say under the radar. But it is under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Officers and paramedics are charged in Elijah McClain's 2019 death in Colorado. But this is September 1st, so I don't know if we have something else. Different Colorado Attorney General said Wednesday that a grand jury indicted 3 officers, 2 paramedics in the death of Elijah McClain, a black man who was put in chokehold, injected with the power of a sedative 2 years ago in suburban Denver. And once again, this just nigga literally walking down the street, minding his own motherfucking business, that somebody decided that he didn't belong there.
He was wearing a mask before it was fashionable.
Yeah, wearing the mask. He had headphones on, and just minding, like literally minding his own fucking business.
Literally. He was a special kid, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think autistic, I believe.
Autistic, yeah.
Right, yeah, something else. Didn't they inject him with ketamine or some shit like that?
Once again, dog.
I remember hearing they injected him with ketamine, man.
They said
which is like
a power sedative.
It's a very powerful sedative.
So probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm about to say that's like a horse tranquilizer or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have some for humans too, but you have to be but you definitely have to be under anesthesia's care.
Well, yeah, right. but you talk about Special K. It's normally known as a horse tranquilizer. But that was the big thing. That's why niggas get their hands on it, because if you know a veterinarian or some shit like that, you get your hands on it. Right. Special K for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Just sad, man. Just like you just can't be young and black and just out minding your goddamn business, which is crazy to me.
Well, not in this country. You can't be young and black. You got to be always on your guard, because you never know when you'll have somebody attack you, whether it be law enforcement, what they so-called law enforcement, or just some random nigga just out there shooting people. You just don't know to be young and black anymore.
But just reading this, man. Police body. So we're going back to the incident. Police body camera video shows an officer getting out of his car, approaching McClain on the sidewalk, saying, "Stop right there. Stop. And this is illegal as fuck. I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious." Huh? And now this young man is dead.
Right.
I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious. What the fuck does being suspicious look like?
And so, like me, dog, I don't give a fuck if you, if my own kid, if I got my headphone in the house and they come up behind me in the morning and touch me, I tense up. And because he tensed up, they said stop tensing up, which it caused them to escalate this fucking encounter.
Right. These cops ain't nothing but bullies, man. Motherfuckers who used to get their ass kicked in grade school or high school, and now since they went to some funky ass academy and authorized to carry a gun, they just bully whoever, the next person that they see. They ain't nothing but fucking bullies. Fuck them all.
I'm just different.
Made a song about it back in the day, man.
I'm just different. Yep. I'm just different. That's all. That's all I was doing. I'm so sorry. I have no gun. I don't do that stuff. I don't do any fighting. Why are you attacking me? I don't do guns. I don't even kill flies. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian, he said. Police used a chokehold and ketamine on McClain. Paramedics arrived and injected 140-pound, 63.5 kilograms McClain with 500 milligrams of ketamine. More than 1.5 times the dose for his weight.
Yes.
You said 1.5 times the dose?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That's murder.
First of
all because he was walking down the street, minding his own fucking business with a mask on. Maybe seeming a little weird because, like he said, I'm different, autistic, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck. And somebody somewhere decided that he didn't belong there. Not bothering nobody, not doing nothing to nobody, but because you decide a nigga with a mask on, minding his own fucking business, didn't have to be there or shouldn't be there in your neighborhood. This happened. He dead now. Fuck. I mean, yes, the police and the paramedics. Who the motherfucker to call the police and the paramedics?
Right. Some old random Karen. Some old random Karen bitch.
That's more than likely. Yep.
Yeah, seen a little black boy in her neighborhood and got scared.
And what scares me, I mean, but it's police everywhere though. But I got a sister, her husband, my sweet little nephew Sage. They out there in Aurora where this happened. I mean, but it can happen anywhere. But when shit like this happen, the little, I just think about Sage 10 years from now, walking down the street, bebopping, and just like they decide this little curly head nigga shouldn't be here.
All right.
I have a question though about the paramedics. What gave them authority to administer ketamine to try to subdue someone?
I don't know, bro. I don't know the policies and protocols for that area.
I mean, a fucking horse track. So they are authorized.
Well, hold on. Right here it says the fire department is allowed to use drugs to sedate combative or aggressive people, but there's a lack of police training, conflicting medical standards, and non-existent protocols. So you have a conflict where there are medical personnel who are allowed to arrive upon the scene to sedate someone who's being aggressive, but you have to have protocol that has someone has to be there to say what the fuck happened. Why is this young man being aggressive? Is he really a threat? Because nigga, hold on, 140 pounds. Nigga, my twins weigh 160 right now, nigga, and I will fucking fuck both of them up at the same time.
Right.
And them niggas are strong. They ain't no little, they ain't weak, but I will fuck them up at the same time. This nigga weigh 140 fucking pounds. What are we doing? Why can't y'all just detain this nigga without killing him?
Yeah.
140, dog. 140. 140 is a warm-up weight for most niggas who go to the gym.
Right.
Yeah, that don't make no sense at all, man.
It's fucking bantamweight, man. These is probably some like I said, man, cops are bullies. Fuck them all.
I mean, don't say bantamweight because that implies, because white people do that. Bantamweight, they hear bantamweight, so he's a fighter? Nigga, he is a.
I'm sorry.
He is the same weight as this nigga is the same weight as most prepubescent males.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Yes.
And you mean to tell me
I agree.
The police could not de-escalate this motherfucker to a degree to hold him, detain him, figure out who the fuck he was, and find his caregiver?
Yeah, man, that's definitely a structural problem within that police department, as it is within most police departments, if not all police departments across the country.
But,
you know what I mean? Like that don't make no sense from any way you look at it, man. It don't make any sense.
We move forward.
It don't make any sense to give a bitch-made nigga a badge and a gun.
Yeah, we'll move forward because we all know black skin add 100 pounds to every nigga, so we already know that.
Of course.
All right. Minneapolis voters reject a measure in the light of what we just been talking about. Minneapolis voters reject a measure to replace the city's police department. Voters in Minneapolis have resoundingly rejected the proposal to reinvent policing so wait a minute. Is it reinvent or replace policing in their city? 17 months after killing George Floyd by police sparked massive protests and calls to charge. Approximately 56% of voters rejected the ballot question that would have removed. Damn, it's a lot of different words here. To remove the Minneapolis Police Department from the city charter and replaced it with public health oriented Department of Public Safety. Like we talked about it before. The police serve a purpose, but I believe that they don't need military gear, so that money can be put towards training people to go answer non-emergent site issue type things who are also embedded in the police department. I don't know. I mean, there's an answer there somewhere. Cause go ahead.
I don't know. I think we talked about it. When it was a hot topic back in June of 2020. I think it was episode 56, How to Defund the Police. I don't know. I went up to Minnesota and I kind of visited the shrine that was there about a month after the fact, and you could see graffiti that had been tagged around the city saying the boss of police at the time. We've had this conversation. I think policing needs to probably be reimagined. We just got to talking about 2 or 3 other cases. I think there's 3 other cases where, aside from George Floyd, 5 another case if you want to add the Brown Taylor we mentioned in passing, where policing has been questionable in the situation. I don't think it's wrong to do it, but I think I think people are reluctant to jump off into the unknown.
That's very much the case. Very much the case.
You know what I'm saying? To get people to break away from what is they're accustomed to, even if it's bad, they understand where the evils are. But to ask them to reimagine the situation, that's a leap of faith that people are not willing to take.
Mm-hmm. And I hear that, and it's like I keep hearing that crime is increasing in certain areas, but I also know that funding for policing has continued to increase across the board. So I'm like, wait a minute. So if one thing is increasing, why is crime increasing? Because you're telling me if we keep funding the police and giving them all these vehicles and all this other shit and blah, 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 crime should not keep increasing.
Should decrease.
And I'm like, it's obvious. I don't get the system is fucking broken. It's broken as fuck.
Yeah, well, I think that's a situation, man, that it's going to take. It's going to take a long sustained campaign to accomplish that, And then I think also on top of that, I think that what's going to have to be included into that is our gun laws. You know what I'm saying? Because that's always going to be basically a legitimate excuse to keep funding these police with what you were saying, military style weaponry and armory. You know what I'm saying? Because it's our citizenry is armed. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers is walking around armed, and it's getting more wide open. You know what I mean? With all these carry and conceal, without permits, and you know what I'm saying? That's passing in state after state, and so legitimately, the police have a legitimate argument that they have to be more well equipped than the quote unquote criminals. You know what I'm saying? So I think that has to be included in that discussion and in that reimagining. I saw something about maybe a month ago about it was a killing. It was like the largest mass shooting or mass killing in what country was it? Like Sweden or some shit like that.
Talking about Norway? We had the
Norway. That's the one. Norway.
Boy walked up into that island, but it was like some Muslim camp or some shit, and that nigga walked through and just killed a lot of motherfuckers.
Damn. Well, there was one. Yeah, they had one that the motherfucker killed like 70-something people.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was like maybe about 10 years or so ago. I'm just going from the top of my head as far as the numbers. But then there was one recently where this guy killed like 4 or 5 people. So that was the largest mass killing since the one that you just mentioned. Wow. 70-something people were killed. But anyways, I was reading about it, and what struck me was that they were like, so whoever, I forget what government official, what their position was, but like the mayor or the governor basically type person of wherever that happened at in Norway, they authorized the police after that, when they were looking for the dude, before they had caught up with whoever committed those murders, they authorized them to carry guns. You know what I'm saying?
But then
I was like, what? They had the police had to get authorization to carry guns.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
go ahead.
No, you ahead. My bad. I thought you were done.
I was just gonna say that a lot, mainly the main reason behind that is because the people are excuse me, people aren't armed there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't do that here. I would love for the police to have to get authorization to carry a weapon, to carry a gun. You know what I'm saying? Here, well, practically, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who the fuck is armed at any time, any given moment. So.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because like I know over in Europe, there are certain country cities in Europe where I mean, the police are armed, but they carry their weapons in the trunk, and they have to get, like you said, get permission to unlock it and carry and all that shit. But then we were talking about it, we were joking about it. And, you know, I won't say unfortunately, this is what we do. We joke about shit in the chat group. I don't know where it was at. We joked about a nigga being Hawkeye who killed 5 niggas with a bow and arrow.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? There have been numerous accounts in China, Japan, wherever, niggas killing 10, 15 people with a motherfucking knife.
Yeah. You know what? That was the situation. That was the Norway situation with the bow and arrow. That was that one. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. And I mean, I get it, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what? We gotta keep moving. Now, I don't know where my thoughts are going, but like, this shit is madness and craziness, and it's like we have to find some kind of gray to where armed people who are not trained in the tactics of de-escalation cannot show up.
And to be clear, the measure that was going on in Minnesota did not abolish the police. It just said we're going to shift the focus over here, and that if you feel that police are necessary, that was not excluded from being a part of the budget. So it can be concluded that we need more police, that we can hire more police, but let's shift the budget, let's defund them in some way, and move that budget towards things that are more holistic in their approach than are the police.
Because I don't remember what the acronym stood for, but we talked about, even unfortunately we mentioned Aurora with the Elijah McClain killing, but in
Denver, wasn't it, or something?
Denver, yeah, they had the STAR program. They talked about sending healthcare or mental health personnel to these non-emergent events or non-violent events to de-escalate before the police got involved. And they were
I think Portland also did a similar thing. I think they did it first. I think.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't. And the thing is, I think the answer is, and we don't hate to say it, but America hates to say it. When white bodies start showing up in the streets because they got fucked up by the police, then niggas gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, maybe there should be a change. Just like with the opioid crisis. Right. Now you got all these fucking TV shows and documentaries and everything won't come out talking about drugs and all this shit and all this shit. But when it was black women and black babies in the streets because of crack, nobody want to talk about that shit.
That's what he does.
What was the answer? The answer was more police.
More police?
No, they talked about it. They talked about it a lot. But the answer was more police.
You right, my guy. You right.
That's what they needed.
And harsher sentencing.
Yes, sir.
My bad, Joe. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. They need to pin that missing white bitch on the police.
That's what.
You know what? Name this show, That Missing White Bitch. Anyway, it has none of these topics have to do with her, but I love it for a show topic. That Missing White Bitch. We just there we go. Anyway, moving on. Oh, speaking of missing white women, House of Corruption, the KCK police brought women to this place.
Nah, this wasn't missing white women. He was talking to black women.
Oh, it was black women. You're right. Brian Rainey grew up on Alder Street in Kansas City, Kansas, next door to a house where he says 3 local police officers in uniforms and driving patrol cars brought women. You could tell they weren't dating during daylight hours. I need to find the actual cop who was, you know what? My bad. I thought it was Brian Alden. He was the guy reporting this shit.
Is it Roger?
Whoa. Roger, hold on. Oh, Roger God damn it. You know what? My name got ID and it's a fuck him. Roger Golubski? Golubski?
Yeah, I think that's pronounced Golubski.
Fucking Polak.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. It's long been alleged Globisky stole and doled out drugs during his time on the force in 2016. Affidavit taken from Lamont McIntyre's innocent case, convicted drug trafficker Celso Brooks said that on at least 2 occasions, I personally witnessed Detective Globisky confiscate drugs from someone, not arrest that person. We all knew that Globisky would take drugs and then give them to drug addicted black hookers in exchange for sexual favors.
Yeah, this motherfucker is as bad as every one of them little crooked cops you used to see in TV like movies and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what? Shout out to
like Training Day bad, nigga.
Yeah. He was worse though. He was actually taking the drug. Hold on. Did they say he was like taking the drugs, using them, or taking them?
No, give them to these black women
in exchange for sex. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, can I just pause for a minute and say shout out to poor product placement. It went off, but there was a testosterone injection supplement screen on here. We don't need this on the screen. That is poor product placement. Anyway, when Stacey Quinn, who according to her family had been exploited by Globisky since her teen years, was murdered in 2000, he said the assumption on the street was that he had killed her himself or had it done, though someone else was convicted for that crime. Why was that the assumption? Because she was his, he said, and no one else would have dared. Wow. This is a cop, a detective. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now I shouldn't say, because when people talk about cops, they think about the guy with the tickets. You know what I'm saying? You start talking about a detective, you talking about somebody with a little rank, with a little bit of knowledge, with a little bit of influence within the department. You know what I'm saying?
Well, influence. He's hanging murders on people that had nothing to do with the murders.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because they talking out about the bullshit he doing.
And
like hold on. Wasn't it I think it was a woman he had hemmed up in the office. And or maybe if it wasn't the office, maybe it was like a crack house somewhere he had drug her to. And I think he solicited her for sex and she turned him down. This nigga framed her son.
I think you
Yeah, that's some nigga. That's an evil motherfucker.
Yeah.
That nigga.
I think Tupac said it, man. Who's the biggest gang of niggas in the city?
Yeah, man. I don't know this. I'm reading this line here. Another officer who's dead now, soon to that might not be it. Cause I did read about that because there were women in the police force in some of the stories I read who said that he had approached him and put that lien on him.
And here's the thing, though, but the reason why this is coming out way the fuck after the fact is because of fucking Thin Blue Line, man. They was shut the fuck up. Everybody knew. And then, so I guess there was a civilian who kind of came forward on it, and then I think anonymously a retired female cop came forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and I don't get it. Like, I speak as far as my own professional career. I've talked to people all the time as far as like soldiers, and I'm like, there are bad people in the military. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no fucking, when you go to MEPS to end process, ain't no fucking polygraph. As long as you ain't got, matter of fact, there's a caveat, nigga. There was a nigga literally put my hand on all my babies and swear to this. There was a nigga in my platoon, which means stepping my bay every night, who had a charge of domestic violence with a weapon. By that, so I don't know if y'all know about the the Laudenberg Act, or I forget, I'm probably saying it wrong, but which means if you've been charged with this crime, you can't have a weapon, and you can't be around weapons. But here was this nigga
in the military
at basic training, and I don't know how. Now, this is the one part I don't know, so I can't attest to that. I think he said to himself, "Hey man, I got a charge." I think he was like he wanted to get out, and they investigated. It was like, yeah, like a year ago, this nigga had a fucking like state charge of domestic battery with an armed weapon. You know what I'm saying? So bad people get into the military. So you mean tell me bad people can get into your local police department? And people just don't, they think, oh, just because you a cop, you not bad? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't know. I'm just, this is,
shit, nigga, in the Departed, motherfucking bad people got into the police force on purpose to stop it.
Infiltrate.
And we have documented proof. Like, it's kind of died away now, but I don't know if y'all remember. I think it was like around. I think it was like somewhere 2008, 2010, where he talked about all these gang members who were getting into the military to get military tactic training.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And it's been documented about white supremacist groups.
Yes, sir.
Infiltrating the military for that reason.
There was a heavy white supremacist coalition over in Germany for a hot minute, bro. Hot minute. And like and I'm like, why ain't this shit on 2020?
Right.
This shit need to be on 2020. Fuck Jeffrey Epstein. I know who he is. We know he fucking white women. Why are we not talking about your nation's armed forces being infiltrated by gang members and white supremacists?
And your police departments also.
But for me, it worries me. Police departments, they also have a level of tactic training, especially when you get to the SWAT level. But you talking about infantry members, dog, that's the basic level soldier. Off top, dog, you getting with no kind of secret security clearance at all. You getting some real level, kicking your door, clear out your house level training. Like, for real, like, nigga come in and just, like, 3 of his friends, and even if you got a gun, nigga, murder all your people, get out of there, and they might be able to make it look like y'all shot each other. Like, for real talk. And we talking about 20-year-olds, nigga, with that level of training. Scary. And then they might have a nigga who was a medic that if you able to get a round off, they might have a nigga who got trained too to be able to patch everybody up. Anyway, what do I know? I'm just a nigga that lives in Kansas. Hey, but anyway, Lubaski, he's a bad guy. But all these people are bad people.
For sure.
And we just trust them because they have a rank in the title, which scares me. Oh, matter of fact, rank and title. Texas nurse convicted of killing 4 men with air injections.
You're fucking foul.
That's the chick from Fargo, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
What was that, the 4th season?
Yeah,
the one with Chris Rock, right? That's the one with Chris Rock, because she lived across the street from him.
Yeah. I'm going to go back and watch all them seasons again, I think.
Yeah, that shit's good.
Yeah, I'm about to say I want to win the 5th season coming out, but fucking Ozark coming.
Yeah, Ozark coming?
Like in March or something, I think.
The Butcher coming? Even though Joe said he don't like him. I just wanted to say it.
No, I like him. I love him. I just don't like him as much as I used to.
No, I don't like. Like I said, I agree. I just wanted to say it. Tyler, Texas. A Texas nurse was convicted Tuesday of capital murder in the deaths of 4 patients who died after prosecutors said he injected them with the air following heart surgeries. This motherfucker here, bro.
Yeah.
And that is not a
serial killer, bro.
Yeah, and that's not a painless death, dog. You just basically suffocate.
It's even for no fucking
crazy.
Just because they could, wasn't it? Wasn't that the motivation?
Basically.
I believe so.
But yeah, man, because like, I forgot. I don't know. Somebody was talking about it at work the other day. Oh yeah, this is what happened, right? Yeah. So there's a new person, and yeah, like I said, she wasn't doing good. Oh yeah, we talked about it in pregame. I ain't gonna say no names. I said this is why it's opening up. She wasn't doing good, and Maury met her too, and she was just like, well, they want to get rid of me. You didn't advocate for me. And I was like, bitch, I didn't say bitch, but like in my mind I said bitch. But I said, woman, I don't know you. I just met you last week. I said, I ain't advocate for you. You got, and I'll use this case. I said, you got motherfuckers down in Texas shooting air niggas.
Yeah, you threw that at her?
Yeah, I said, I ain't advocate for. I said, the only people I advocate for is the woman I lay next to and my kids. That's it. That's it. And if them niggas go astray, I ain't advocating for them either.
Yeah.
I said, that is it. I said, the audacity of you to be like, you didn't stand up for me. Like, bitch, I don't know you.
Yeah, that is funny though. That you be like that. Like,
yeah, I'm like, this is somebody I met like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, I want to say you. Number one, you stupid. Number two, I don't advocate for niggas I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Anyway,
I was about to say some other shit, but we're in the Me Too movement, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's what I said. I wanted to say bitch, but I ain't say it. I said it in my head. It's like that Key and Peele skit. You said bitch? No. Davis, 37, was accused of injecting air into 4 patients' arteries after they underwent heart surgery at Christus Trinity Mothers Francis Hospital in Tyler in 2017-2018. During recovery from surgery, the 4, John Lafferty, Ronald Clark, Christopher Greenway, and Joseph Kalina, suffered unexplained neurological problems and died. No shit, they got air in their brain.
Yeah, in the brain.
Yeah. Motherfucking psycho, man.
Like I said, dog, people just think because you have a title, you're a good person. Oh, you're a nurse, you're a good person. Oh, you're a cop, you're a good person. Oh, you're a soldier, you're a good person. Oh, you work at McDonald's, you can't be good.
No.
You know, like real talk, dog. Like, oh, you do some job that keeps the planet moving that no one else wants to do, but you must be a shitty person. Fuck these people, dog. Like, and fuck him too, though, dog. Like, I don't act as a nurse anymore, dog. I got a nursing degree, dog. But just fuck him for bringing shame. I mean, nigga, I'm sure it's. I know. Much harder to be a doctor. I get it. Blah blah blah. All that work, nigga. And hopefully my daughter makes it there. But nigga, becoming a nurse is no easy feat. And fuck him for just selling all that. And fuck all the people who do shit like this.
Right.
Yeah. And you should. I think, man. Just like if a police officer gets convicted of murder, you know what I'm saying? Like the man whose name I refuse to allow to come out of my mouth anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, there should be a harsher penalty, man. You know, there should, you know, like if you're a medical professional, you know, a nurse or a doctor or, you know, anesthesiologist or some shit, and you are like willfully not, you know, not just, you know, you was neglectful or, you know, it was an accident or some shit, but like you out here murdering people, man.
Man,
you know
lethal injection. Lethal injection for this bitch.
Yeah, lethal injection, yeah.
Lethal injection for this bitch. Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah. No, you out here
what he did.
That's what you doing.
Yeah.
Turnabout's eye for an eye. Turnabout's fair play.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking more like hanging though, myself.
I don't know. I'm with Joe.
Put some bubbles in this shit. Fuck that shit.
I'm with Joe.
Just like you did then. Bubbles in this shit.
Yeah, I'm with Joe. Fuck that, dog. Just put an IV in that nigga's arm and get a 60cc syringe with nothing but air in it and just push that motherfucker in there and make that nigga watch it. Watch that big ass air column march into his motherfucking artery, dog. There we go. Cause like it ain't gonna be, you know what? I know we into it gotta be painless. No, fuck
humane
that.
And shit.
Fuck fuck your humanity, dog. That's what's wrong with this society, dog. Once a nigga say I did it, nigga, fuck humanity. You got to go.
You're a monster. You're not a human. Yeah, you're a monster.
Fuck the nigga. Pain? Oh, nigga, it's about to be all kind of pain, nigga. You about to feel all the pain. Anyway, I'm a firm believer. Do that to one of y'all. Do that to one of my family members, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, okay. pain. Anyway,
we gonna call the hard hitting, pipe hitting motherfucker. The home.
to go to work
on the homes.
Are you okay? I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Okay.
There is no me and you. Your LA privileges are revoked.
That nigga pop out. I want him.
Out of a bowl of rice. I want a nigga to pop out of
a bowl of rice in a snowstorm, nigga. Hey, Ben Raines was on his shit on that movie, dog.
Yeah, he was.
That shit was the shit.
Yeah, rest in peace, bro. For sure, nigga. Hey, from the they fucked around and found out file. 60-day sentence for Capitol Stormer with blonde hair, white skin. A great job. Who was definitely not going to jail. Guess what? That bitch going to jail. But she should go to jail longer. I ain't gonna waste time.
You going to jail now, bitch.
You going to jail now. I need that old black man. You know what? They should just hire that nigga to punch all the niggas in the face who thought they were going to jail.
What old black man? What are you talking about?
You remember the Bush shit?
What shit?
Hold on. I'll find it. Hold on. I got you. Live podcast, y'all. I do not condone punching people in the face, but if they spit on me, so be it. Hold on.
Nigga, I dog that honky, nigga.
First time for Zeb.
Slice your face up. Oh, you motherfucker. Your face up. Did somebody... You going to jail now? You going to jail now? You going to jail?
So what you missing the grainy footage is she spit on this nigga and like pushed his head.
I forgot that.
You ain't never seen this, Zeb?
He came from the knees with that upper.
Hey, dog, you going to jail now? You going? Hold on.
Nah, I hadn't seen that before.
Hold on, I want to see it one more time. Now we watch it again. Hold on. What about?
Yeah.
Hold on. Boom.
You going to jail now? You going to jail now? You going to jail?
I can't. I don't know how Joe forgot about it.
He brought that motherfucker to Guatemala, nigga.
Once again.
That was a fist of the North Star uppercut,
from
bro.
down south.
He said, "Are you can?"
Once again, the Brothers Breaking Bread do not condone punching people in the face, but if you spit on a motherfucker,
hey, you gotta expect something.
They deserve the quantum hit into the side realm.
Consequences is a real word. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Yeah, real talk.
It's like white people saying nigga. You can say it all you want, but
yeah. You gotta see the speech.
You can spit on people if you want, but
yeah.
You traipse around the fucking Capitol if you want to.
Yeah, and fuck around, find out. You might go to jail. An old nigga who's had enough might punch you in the face. I don't know.
He might punch you in the face.
Oh,
so what did this shit get? What they give her?
60 days.
60 days. This nigga $5. Yeah, I was mad about that. And $500?
Yeah, and $500.
But she was out here talking about I ain't going to shit because I'm too pretty and white and blonde.
No,
to go
for real.
She's not really pretty.
I mean, that was the call though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I get it. I'm just saying. Here she is.
Let me see.
Standing next to her, the destruction.
The broken window here.
Because the last time I checked, you think the White House...
she like on social media talking about how she wasn't going to jail or something?
Yeah,
she's popping off at the mouth, and then now she claims she's being... motherfuckers don't know what words mean. She said I'm being martyred. I'm being martyred. I'll be on social media. Bitch, you ain't no fucking martyr. Let them kill you, then you be a martyr.
Right. Right, yeah, exactly.
Literally kill you.
Yeah, then you can't say I've been martyred, because if you say I've been martyred, you haven't
been martyred. Yeah.
No. At all.
Yeah, not at all. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh God.
This sounds like white nonsense to me. The thing is, like, people at my job who are all white be like, "Oh, you have a podcast," and I keep saying, "You can listen to it," but I'm sure you're gonna be offended because you probably, I know, because I know you, and you don't engage in white nonsense. And I say this to them at work too. Anthony tell you, I be talking shit at work.
Oh hell yeah!
You don't engage in white nonsense, but I'm sure you have family members that engage in white nonsense that you don't check. And you're gonna be offended,
right?
Because we call you niggas out too. But please listen, please. We want you to. Anyway, 10. East St. Louis mother charged in connection with a fire that killed her 5 children. Hey man, did y'all see? Whoa! What is this?
This story been fucking redacted or something? What the fuck?
Oh my god! This is what happens with.
Oh God!
This day and age, I'm not.
I guess the St. Louis Post-Dispatch wants you to pay that motherfucking money.
Book a room. Okay, next.
Yeah.
What? No.
Wow.
Oh shit!
All I know is,
okay.
Basically, a woman. She probably did some irresponsible shit.
You got some insight too? Go ahead, my bad.
Well, I mean, according to what the story was, she left her kids in the care of her. From what I gathered from the story, she left her kids in the care of her. I
don't think she left her kids. Now, I think that's where the charges stem from. I don't think she left her kids in anybody's care. I think she left the house late night to go do whatever.
To pick up her boyfriend from work.
Do something, whatever. I don't know exactly what it was, but she had like 5 kids in the house, in the apartment. Now she did have family members who were in adjoining apartments, like maybe not adjoining, but in the same apartment building.
Yeah.
And so she left to go do whatever at late night. And so when she got back, a fire popped off, and she lost all 5 of her kids.
Oh yeah.
I think the person they interviewed was like maybe an uncle or something like that. I don't know. Whoever it was, maybe the father. Mm-hmm. And he got out, but he didn't have time to go get the kids. And I think mom got back and then tried to go in and got burn marks. Trying to go back in after the kids was unsuccessful. Yeah. And so now the police are saying, let's charge her for reckless endangerment. And so I think, like I said, I think that it was the dad. It was like, she already lost everything. Yeah. She already lost everything. Now you're going to take whatever little dignity she had and charge her with a crime?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
She left them without adult supervision.
Yeah.
How did they say how old the kids?
So ranging from what was it, 2 to 9?
9 was the oldest. 2 was the youngest.
Yeah.
And it was like at night. They were all supposed to be asleep, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, hold on. Yeah, I didn't have my babies. And I want to go out and do things, dog, but you just can't go out and do things, dog. That's what it is, bro. I don't know what people want me to say.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't. You just can't.
Did she run to the store? Did she go pick up the boyfriend, or did she go out to club?
Hold on. I'm trying to see.
I felt like she wanted to go clubbing or something.
Well, from what I read, it was to go pick up the boyfriend.
Well, we didn't have white women that went to Europe.
Yeah, Europe.
not to the club.
Europe,
nigga.
Not to the club.
They went to a whole nother continent, nigga.
Left motherfuckers a couple boxes of cereal.
Yes. I told them, fend for yourself. Whoa. But she just went a couple miles. I said 100, I'm sorry. A couple miles to go pick up a boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. Like, you gotta call it a night, dog. Like, when I the weekends.
I get it.
I mean, I'm in a different spot now, but the weekends when I had my baby, dog, I just like it's a wrap, nigga. Like, I'm gonna do my podcast. I'm gonna be home, nigga.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's how I started doing the podcast, man. It was like something to do where we could all be social while I stayed fucking home.
Right. While you watch your babies.
Yeah. Right. That's how I got onto it to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I don't know. It ain't nothing. I'm trying. I don't know. I'm trying. Cause she's a black woman. I'm trying to
justify why.
I mean, sometimes, man, you feel like you just, there's something that you just need to do, and you don't want to pack up all 5 of your kids. Like, I think Joe said that, they were supposed to be asleep. Whether or not they was actually asleep is a different story. And, I don't know how long. I mean, she came back. She came back while the fire was still going, is what it sounded like to me.
Okay. He said Sabrina Dunnigan left briefly to pick up her boyfriend from work, and she reported the fire after she and her boyfriend arrived at the apartment.
Damn, okay.
See.
So, I mean, sometimes, I mean, I ain't going to...
Where does nigga work at, though?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's... Said briefly. I don't know what briefly means. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he could walk, catch the bus.
No, he would have had to walk that day.
Hey, bro, I'll be like, hey, girl, I'm hearing you. You want to come through? But I got my babies here. They sleep. So you going to have to Uber? Or it ain't going to happen tonight?
Yeah, but I mean, I think I agree. You said that was the father that was like, she already lost everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand that you can charge her that, technically, lawfully, legally speaking, she committed some sort of crime or whatever, but come on now.
So wait a minute though. So
but it does say Greg Dunnigan.
So Greg Dunnigan is the father. This is weird, right?
Yeah.
So Greg Dunnigan has said he and his wife lived in a separate part of the 1-bedroom apartment. So why couldn't them niggas watch him?
Is it the apartment or apartment building?
It says one-bedroom apartment. See, that's why. That's when I got confused though.
So in the building, like it's in the same building.
A separate part of the 1-bedroom apartment, and woke to find smoke in apartment.
So he
said flames prevented him from reaching his grandchildren, and he and his wife jumped from the apartment's second floor. Well, if the grandparents are there,
yeah, that's not child endangerment.
I'm confused, dog. This is a very okay.
That's why I said that's not child endangerment.
The grandparents are there. No, not at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So how is she getting charged? It must be the story's incomplete.
So the story should read: woman charged in August fire because a bunch of other niggas was asleep.
Yeah, that's weird.
So like I said, I think that story is either incomplete. There's something missing in that story.
But the title says she allegedly left them in an apartment without adult supervision. But nigga, when I'm reading this, these niggas was here.
You know what? Sometimes people can't write also. Like they don't write clearly.
That is true.
And that's what I'm thinking too, that someone did not write this story clearly. Because if she left her children, I mean, according to the story, it's like she had adult supervision.
Of the 1-bedroom apartment.
I'm trying to figure out how you live in a separate part of the 1-bedroom apartment.
It's I think this reporter, man, don't know how to.
The reporter and that's what got me confused. I'm like, well, then that's not child endangerment.
How big is this 1-bedroom apartment?
They sleep in the bathtub. That's like.
Are these niggas on Noah's Ark? Is that how big it is?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out.
But what I see.
Hey, hold on now. I don't know if we have any listeners out there in Illinois. How big are your 1-bedroom apartments?
Well, we got somebody in St. Louis.
And East St. Louis.
Well, St. Louis, but East St. Louis.
Don't forget about. Don't forget about.
It's right across the river.
I know. So East St. Louis, St. Louis. How big are your one-bedroom apartments? Are they big enough that if a nigga leave part of the apartment?
You ever been to East St. Louis?
Yeah, I've been there.
I have been.
East St. Louis look like a fucking bomb went off.
I know. So once again,
St. Louis remind me of Chernobyl, nigga.
So once again, how big can your apartment be? Your one-bedroom apartment.
East St. Louis is the struggle.
You know what?
Hey,
you know what? You know what? This is bad reporting. I'm gonna need.
Hold on, man. What was y'all doing in East St. Louis, anyways? Y'all was talking about y'all been to East St. Louis. What was y'all doing there, man? Y'all okay?
I was driving all the time. Yeah.
Like Chevy Chase in the fucking Lampoon nigga driving through nigga. Did not stop. Did not stop. Did not stop for gas. Did not stop for candy. I didn't say I stopped. I said I was in East St. Louis, nigga.
I've been there several times. We used to go to a track meet at East St. Louis High School.
I just know East St. Louis is famous for
Joe like
that. I don't want to say prestigious strip club, but you know, a famous one, a well-known one.
Pink Slip.
Yeah, the Slip.
The Slip. Joe been.
I've been by it. I've driven by it.
I've been by it, nigga. Whatever.
I do know the high school is right next to a prison.
Hey kids.
Yeah.
There's a Pink Slip. I am also, like Joe said, I'm also a history teacher.
And over to your left.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.